For those of you who don't know me, my name is Megan, and I am the founder of Yes God Wellness, which is a holistic health brand dedicated to the mind, body, spirit connection, also dedicated to helping you remember that you are already one with God. You already have access to the divine substance which creates worlds. Yes, God, thank you for the comment on my artwork. Green is my color. Thank you. It is actually my favorite color. Let me know where everyone is tuning in from. I'm interested and curious to know where everyone is tuning in from today. It is 1:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in North Carolina. Where are y'all at? And what time is it where y'all are? Yes, God. The UK. Wow. Yes, God. Okay. Yes, God, we got the UK in the house, St. Petersburg, Florida. Okay, so we got some East Coast still in the house. Spain, yes, God. Chicago, West Side, hey. California, 10:37 a.m. Okay, yes, God. Toronto, yes. Florida, okay, perfect. So we are tuning in from around the world, honey. Yes, God, thank you, God. Thank you for sharing that with me. Yes, God, I am in such an amazing mood today. I woke up super early and I did what I said I was going to do. I went to the gym. I got my steps in. Hey, from India, oh my gosh, it's midnight in India. It's 12:07. Worldwide, baby. Yes, God. Worldwide. This is a global movement. Yes, God. Yes, God. I woke up early this morning. I went to the gym. I trained my body, my beautiful, amazing Bali body, because I am a baddie and that's what baddies do. I have been training. I have been weighing my food, honey. It's getting real serious around here, okay? They done fucked up now because this body about to be bodying. You hear me? South Ontario, Canada. Yes, God. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Natasha. I saw you come in earlier. Okay, perfect. So we are all in the house. We are all in the building. And today we are going to be having a conversation about pain as a prerequisite. Today, inside of our community, our Quantum Prayer Circle community, we had a conversation that wound up talking about the body. Hello. Okay. The body has been bodying. Thank you. Yes, God. It truly, really has. It really has. The body has been bodying, but honey, we need it to body just a little bit more. And it is, okay? So inside of the prayer circle, sorry, y'all, give me 1 second. I'm typing on Facebook trying to get them in the room. Pain is a prerequisite. Okay. All right, yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea. Okay, God, whatever you say, whatever be happening, I'll be like, okay, that's what God want to happen. Okay, you want me to tag my Facebook page on my live? Why not? Quantum Prayer Circle Deets. Yes, God. Okay, Quantum Prayer Circle Deets. Y'all, okay, I am buzzing. I'm buzzing with energy. So we're going to be talking about pain as a prerequisite. It came up in the Quantum Prayer Circle. The Quantum Prayer Circle is this amazing community that God has led us to create. It literally was a comment, a message that I received from someone back a couple months ago when my prayers and my self-concept brand pages were going viral, which they are starting to go viral again. And it is just me communicating with God, embodying my divine identity, because we are all divine. We are all one with God. So inside of the Quantum Prayer Circle, it is a safe space for us to remember our divine identity. It is a place where we train our identity. We train our nervous systems. We focus on gratitude. We focus on the God-given power that we all have within us through our thought, to form the Holy Trinity with divine substance and matter. So matter, divine substance, and thought, those three things together are what has created worlds, which has created the world that we are seeing right now, which creates the world that we live in on our own individual circumstances, okay? And so inside the Quantum Prayer Circle, we go live literally every single day. We have a meeting where we talk to one another. We share our gratitude. We are getting to witness the miracles and the manifestations that we are all experiencing. It is absolutely mind-blowing and fantastic. We have health transformations. We have financial transformations. We have opportunities coming left and right. It is really picking up momentum, and I am just so humbled and honored to be able to facilitate and hold this space for us. We do every single morning. You wake up to a new affirmative prayer that it is a wonderful idea to listen to that prayer in the morning. Also to listen to the weekly self-concept rampage that is released inside of the community. Also, every other weekend on Sundays, we either do a group assumption session where we all use the power of our thought and imagination to create on behalf of one another, or we do a masterclass. Last 2 Sundays ago's masterclass was amazing, about the right place, right time, right pace. Actually gives practical applications for how to utilize your thought, utilize your imagination to begin to form things into matter. And then this week on Sunday, we will be talking about moon magic and how we utilize the rhythm of the moon, the phases of the moon, and how those can be incorporated into the energy that we experience in our life on a day-to-day basis. How we take things from just a thought to planting them as a seed, to watering the seed, to knowing when to leave the seed alone. This is a very important part that people miss. You got to leave the seed alone. People plant seeds and then they want to go and dig it. Is it growing yet? Is it growing yet? Is it growing yet? Seeds don't grow like that. Seeds grow with the proper environment and being left the fuck alone. Okay, that's how seeds grow. They don't grow by constantly digging them up and checking and checking and checking and checking. Yes, God. Yes, you have found your people. Okay, this is the principle used to multiply the fishes and the loaves. Yes, God. Exactly. This is the principle. Okay, so a lot of people in traditional, patriarchal, oppressive religion and Christianity have it twisted where Jesus is like the way, the truth, and the light. No, Jesus is embodying the way, the truth, and the light through the power of Jesus's thought, through the power of the word, also known as Christ consciousness, okay, also known as God consciousness. I and my Father are one. When you actually perceive scripture from the proper context, you will understand that scripture is a book of directions, it is a book of instructions, and it is referring to our psyche. It is referring to our states of consciousness, okay? So on that note, what we're going to do is we're going to have a conversation about how pain is the prerequisite in life. What do I mean when I say that? I mean, okay, that human beings, right, we have an ego. All of us have an ego mind that we were born with, that has been conditioned and trained in various ways, okay? And that ego mind loves to take credit for things. I need some water, y'all. Give me a moment. The ego mind loves to take credit for things. The ego mind likes to think that it's the reason why of all of the blessings and miracles. However, God created us with access to the ego mind and also access to divine substance. The ego mind, the conscious ego mind, does not tell your heart when to beat. It does not tell your lungs when to inhale and exhale. It does not tell your capillaries when to expand. It does not tell your lymphatic system to drain, okay? That is an operation of the divine substance, of the God substance that we have within us, okay? But the ego would love to take credit for that, just like it loves to take credit for all of the other miracles that have happened in our life, just like it loves to take credit for the supply that we have in our life, okay? So all of the abundance, all of the supply that we experience in our lives comes from God. It comes from divine substance, okay? It comes through various channels. It may come through this job. It may come through that job. It may come through this client. It may come through this business. It may come through this brand deal. It may come through many channels, right? There are infinite channels. And that's the thing that the ego mind doesn't like to accept, okay? The ego mind wants to know everything, control everything, dictate everything, be in charge of everything, run everything. Okay, that's what the ego mind likes to do. Okay, however, the ego mind is a horrible leader. The ego mind is a horrible leader. It is a much better servant. Okay, it's a much better servant. The ego mind likes to try and tell, well, God, I need you to do this, like that, here, who, what, where, when, and why. The ego mind wants to take control of all of these different facets of God. And so what happens in life, okay, and also we have been trained to feel safe when we know what's happening, when we know what's going to happen next, when we know this and when we know that. And, you know, we want to know it all. Once we know, we feel like, okay, now I can move forward. However, faith is the exact opposite of that. Faith requires you to take steps forward without knowing yet. Faith requires you to, again, like I discussed yesterday, to become delusional. To be willing to believe that what you can see in your imagination and in your mind is already on its way to you, and to act accordingly, and to embody the identity of the person that already has those things. To give prayer and thanksgiving and appreciation and gratitude before you see those things materialize in the 3D world. Okay, because remember, the Holy Trinity being, and by the way, I'm getting this from Charles Fillmore. Thank you so much, Lisa, for putting us all on to Charles Fillmore, who is founder of the Unity movement. Unity meaning that we are in union with God. Okay, there is no hierarchy. There is no, okay, I gotta go to this person and confess my sins. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. No, we were born as babies when we came, and when we were baptized in the water of our mother's womb, we were born as one with God. Okay? The ego mind and our experiences and our trauma and all these other things have convinced us that we are separate from God, that we must earn and prove and figure out how to get back to our divinity. However, our divinity has never left us, because our experiences are what we have experienced. They are not who we are. Okay, our experiences is what we have been through, but they are not who we are. We are who we are from, and we are from God. Even our parents, okay? We came through our parents. We did not come from our parents. Okay? We came through our parents. We did not come from our parents. We came from God. Okay, what is the name of this book? So this is the Charles Fillmore collection. This is volume 2 that has several books in. I went ahead and ordered volume 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. Also, his wife Myrtle Fillmore wrote a book called How to Let God Help You, and she utilized the power of her thought, the power of her affirmative prayer, the power of speaking to the cells in her body, the power of the Holy Trinity of thought, divine substance, and matter to heal herself of tuberculosis back when it was unheard of, back when it was a death sentence. Charles Fillmore also used the same power to heal his bum hip. Thank you, Lisa, for educating on this. Okay, so the signs and wonders that are talked about in the Bible, but yet when they actually happen, they're demonized and called magic and witchcraft and all this other nonsense, right? Isn't that funny? Isn't that ironic that the Bible literally speaks of signs and wonders and miracles? However, when we actually utilize and do those things, now it's kind of weird. Oh, I don't know about her. She's a witch. She's a witch. She did magic. Baby, it's all in the Bible. Okay? So, again, back to the ego, right? So the ego likes to take credit for everything. The ego wants to be in charge of wants to be called the creator. However, it is not the creator. Okay? It is in service to creation. Okay, it is in service to creation. So with the ego mind, we are always creating, whether we are aware of it or not. What we are expecting about life, what we are expecting from others, and how we are perceiving ourselves is creating the experiences that we are having. If we are thinking that nothing is going to work out, if we're thinking that this is too late, I'm washed up, it's done, this is not going to happen for me, guess what? You are that powerful and creative that will be true for you. Okay? You are that powerful and creative that whatever you think in your mind will be true for you. Blessing, Shantae. Yes, God. You are that powerful and creative that whatever it is that you repetitively commit to consistently thinking about yourself, about life, about others will become true for you. Okay. Do you plan on posting this live to your page afterwards? This is too good. I need to be able to come back to this. Absolutely. Also, please, all of my lives get posted over on my Yes God Wellness YouTube channel. So please go ahead and subscribe to me over on Yes God Wellness on YouTube because they will live there permanently. Okay. I have been thinking about cleaning up my feed on Instagram, but I'm going to leave them here now because I know that they're super valuable and that people can get a lot out of them. Thank you, God, for using me as a vessel. Okay. So the ego mind wants to take control. The ego mind wants to be in charge. So oftentimes what happens in life is that in order for us to remember our power, to remember our divine identity, we have to be put in situations of extreme pain and suffering. In order for us to remember our power and how our creative nature, sometimes we have to experience pain and suffering so that we are at a point where we are forced to surrender. Okay? We're forced to surrender. We are forced to call up upon from which thine help comes, honey. Okay? Because if the ego gets too comfortable, the ego likes to take credit for everything. All right? So when we can allow ourselves, first of all, instead of letting life push us into a corner, how about we say, you know what, God, before shit gets ugly, I'm surrendering now, God. Use me as your divine vessel, God. How can miracles happen through me? How can blessings happen through me? How can prosperity happen through me, God? How can transformation happen through me? How can love happen through me? How can joy happen through me, God? Okay? It is a very intentional posture of being, taking the initiative to surrender versus being forced to surrender by pain. Okay? Our blessings are paid in full. Yes, God! We are healed. We are free. Exactly. Our blessings are paid in full. We are here through grace. Okay. Everyone focuses on the external. Oh, the car, the house, the money, the man, the woman, the this, the that, all this external shit that doesn't mean nothing. Because guess what? Even with all that shit, you can still be miserable as fuck. You hear me? There's a lot of people walking around with all that external shit that are miserable. All right. That is not where your joy comes from. That is not where your gratitude comes from. That is not where your peace of mind comes from. All of that happens inside of yourself. So instead of focusing on everything going on outside of ourselves, we intentionally focus on ourselves and we open ourselves up in surrender, in reverence, in honor. And we say, God, thank you for giving me this life. Thank you for all of the abundance you have supplied for me, God. Thank you for the trees outside that give me oxygen, God. Thank you for the sun that warms my face and gives me vitamin D, God. Thank you for my legs and my feet that allow me to walk and be mobile, God. Thank you for the ability to hear, to speak, to see, to think, God. That is all I need. I have everything I need already right now within me. And when I surrender and I open myself up to the divine ideas, God, when I am willing to listen to the divine ideas and then take action, right? Because faith without works is dead. This is not that we're not taking action, it's that we're taking inspired action. We're taking actions that we are led to take, not that we are forcing and trying to control and trying to manipulate circumstances to take. Okay, I'm not taking action because I'm trying to make a whole bunch of money. I'm taking actions because I feel led to take these actions, because I am excited about this idea. I am enthusiastic about this idea. I think that this can help someone. I think that this idea can be in service to someone. This is the posture that we take when we are living an intentional God-led life. Thank you for continually liking the live Evolve with Autism over on TikTok. So when we take this position, when we take this posture, okay, life begins opening up in magical, miraculous ways. And then we can start to be intentional about what it is that we are creating for ourselves, instead of unintentionally creating a life of chaos, a life of nonsense. Okay. How we do anything is how we do everything. We are people, cleanliness is godliness. Order is godliness, okay? We clean up our home. We clean up our body. We clean up our environment. We organize our things. We manage our time. We put appointments on calendars, okay? We show up when we're supposed to show up. We do what we said we were going to do. We don't be eating a whole bunch of bullshit late at night and get fat and abuse our own bodies. Okay, we don't do a whole bunch of substances to take us out of our own bodies. Okay, we start treating ourselves as the divine gifts that we are. Okay, how we do anything is how we do everything. Yes, how we do anything is how we do everything. If we tell ourselves that I am going to wake up early tomorrow morning and I am going to go to the gym, we do it. Because when we don't do it, now we're building mistrust within ourselves. And because we don't trust ourselves, other people don't trust us now. Okay? We have to understand that there is a direct correlation. There is a mirror between how we view and how we perceive ourselves and how other people respond to us. This is why self-concept rampages are so important. Everything I touch turns to gold. Everyone is here to prosper me. Every man is a link in the chain of my good. Okay, I give wonderful work in wonderful ways. I give wonderful service for wonderful pay, Florence Scovel-Shin. Yes, God, good afternoon. So this is all the type of things that we are doing inside the Quantum Prayer Circle. We would love for you to join us there. We are also doing a retreat in Bali, September 15th through the 21st. We are doing a 7-day immersion in this, okay? I'm going to be teaching actual techniques, actual ways, because what we have to understand is that when you go inside and you let it all go, you let go of needing things to be a certain way. You let go of wanting to have this because you don't have it now. You let go of all these other stipulations that the ego mind has placed on you, all these restrictions. You would be amazed at how quickly all of those things come rushing towards you. I had a text message this morning from a client. We did some work to release, okay? We move from resistance to release to acceptance to appreciation. When you begin to do that intentionally in your life, all of the things that you want, you're no longer chasing them anymore. They begin to chase you. Okay, this is about using the divine substance that we have access to in an intentional way so that we can manifest the desires of our heart while being used as a divine vessel for God. Because any desire that we have for ourselves, God put there. So we don't need to ask ourselves the question, well, is my will the same as God's will? Yes, that's where it came from. Okay, but the motive is different. I'm not doing things because I want to look a certain way or appear a certain way or be approved or be confirmed or have anybody else tell me that I'm the shit. No, I'm the shit first. I'm the shit regardless of what I do or don't fucking have. I'm already her. I'm already him. Now, not later, not once I get, not once I look, not once I have. Right now. Okay? So I have to run, y'all. I got somewhere to be in about 2 minutes. But if this is up your alley, we would love to have you inside the Quantum Prayer Circle. I'm telling you, it's going down, y'all. We getting real results in there. Okay. I also offer coaching containers. We'd love to have you in Bali. All the things. Y'all know where to check it out. On the link in my bio, of course. Yes, God. All right. So I love you. Thank you for spending a few moments with me today. I hope this was helpful to you. Continue to check in. Continue to tune in. I have a podcast, the Yes Godcast. YouTube. I have all the things. Y'all know. You already know what it is. All right. I will talk to everybody so soon. I love you all. I'm trusting that you're going to have an amazing, wonderful, prosperous, abundant, miraculous day. Yes, God.